Earth unleashed its Hurricane-class battleship, teaching the galaxy a final lesson. The stars were quiet that night. The solar system seemed calm, as if nothing in the universe could disturb it. But deep in orbit, the people of Earth knew that calm was only a surface. For years, humans had been preparing, quietly building defenses that no other race in the galaxy believed they could make. Most aliens thought Earth was weak, slow, and not worth noticing. They were wrong. Commander Ethan Parker stood in the command room of Earth's orbital station. The large windows showed the blue and green planet below, shining softly in the sun's light. He rested his hands on the railing and watched Earth turn. People down there were sleeping, going about their daily lives, completely unaware of what hung over their heads. Ethan liked it that way. Humanity worked best when they had no distractions, when they could think, plan, and act with purpose. He turned to his assistant, Lily Carter, who was typing rapidly at the communication console. Her long brown hair fell over her shoulders as she focused on the screen. She was young, not more than 29, but she had a sharp mind. She had helped design the systems that kept the orbital station safe and had a hand in building the Hurricane-class battleship. "Lily," Ethan said, "do we have updates from the outer colonies?" Lily looked up, her green eyes serious. "Yes, Commander." Sensors picked up a fleet approaching from the Andromeda border. They are moving fast and they are well armed. Their formation suggests they plan an attack. Ethan's jaw tightened. Humans had long known that one day the galaxy would come to challenge them. Most humans believed they were alone, just one small planet in a sea of stars. But the last few decades had proven that was not true. There were others out there, many others, and most of them did not care if humanity survived. He walked over to the tactical map, a huge glowing screen in the center of the room. It showed Earth at the center of a web of red dots marking alien ships. He tapped a finger on one of the dots. "They think we are weak," he said quietly. "They don't know what Earth can do." Jack Thompson, the station's weapons officer, nodded. He was tall, with short blonde hair and a steady expression. "They underestimate us," he said, "which is exactly what we need right now." "Exactly," Ethan replied. "Let's keep it that way until the moment we decide to show them." He looked out the window again. "Humanity has waited too long for this, too long to be ignored. This is our chance to make them see us, not just as survivors, but as a force no one can take lightly." On the station, the crew worked quickly. Some checked sensors, others tested communication links, and a few ran simulations of the incoming attack. The Hurricane-class battleship was in orbit, hidden behind a small asteroid field. Even from this distance, it looked enormous, a mountain of metal and energy. It had weapons that could destroy a city in a single strike, shields that could withstand a direct hit from almost any known alien weapon, and engines that could take it across the galaxy faster than most starships could hope to follow. Lily glanced at Ethan and said, "Commander, the simulations are ready. Do you want me to run them?" Ethan nodded. "Run it. Let's see how it looks from their point of view." Lily tapped a few keys, and the screen lit up with moving dots and lines. The simulation showed alien ships approaching Earth, firing weapons, and attempting to break through defenses. Then the Hurricane-class emerged. Its weapons fired with precision, striking alien cruisers before they could get close. The shields held firm, absorbing blasts that would have destroyed smaller ships. The simulation ended with the alien fleet retreating in confusion, their formation shattered. Jack whistled softly. "I have to admit, that looks impressive. Even I didn't expect it to be that clean." Ethan allowed a small smile. "It's more than impressive, it's proof. Humanity is ready. The galaxy won't forget this." While the crew prepared, Earth below was peaceful. Cities glowed in the night, unaware of the invisible threat. Families slept in their homes. Children dreamed of adventures, and no one imagined that the survival of their world might depend on a single battleship and the courage of a few humans in orbit. That was how humans had always been underestimated. They were quiet, clever, and patient. In another room, Sophia Diaz, one of the engineers, adjusted the power flow to the Hurricane-class. She was small but fierce, known for solving problems no one else could. "All systems are running smoothly," she said to Ethan when he entered. "The ship is ready, shields, weapons, engines, all at maximum efficiency." "Good," Ethan said. "When we show ourselves, it has to be perfect, no mistakes, not one." Grace Miller, the communications officer, monitored alien signals. Her eyes narrowed as she listened to strange patterns in the static. "Commander," she said, I think they're talking about us. I can't understand the language, but their tone, it's confident. They believe Earth is easy to take. Ethan shook his head. They have no idea what we're capable of, and they never will until the moment we choose to act. The hours passed slowly, each one filled with tension. The alien fleet drew closer, and the crew of the station moved with quiet determination. Ethan walked along the observation deck, looking at the stars. He thought of the humans who had come before, those who had explored the oceans, built great cities, and survived wars. He thought of what made humans different, their ability to adapt, to fight with their minds and hearts, and to never give up. They think they know us, he said softly, almost to himself, but they don't, not even close. Lily joined him at the railing. Do you think we're ready? She asked. Ethan looked at her. We have to be, there's no other option. Humanity has spent too long hiding in the shadows. It's time we step into the light, and when we do, the galaxy will remember us. Down on the planet, people continued their lives, unaware of the storm approaching from the void of space. Ships carried supplies, satellites orbited silently, and people laughed, talked, and dreamed. But above them, in the cold blackness, the hurricane class waited, and humans waited with it. Jack came over to Ethan, holding a small tablet. Commander, I have a report from the engineers. They're ready to power the weapon systems when you give the order. The alien fleet hasn't noticed us yet. Ethan nodded. Good, let's keep it that way. They'll come closer, and when they do, we'll remind them why humans are not to be underestimated. Grace Miller suddenly raised a hand. Commander, incoming communication. It's the alien fleet. Ethan and the others gathered around the communication console. The screen flickered, and an alien face appeared. It was humanoid but strange, with blue skin and eyes that glowed faintly in the darkness. The alien spoke, and Grace translated in real time. They say we should surrender, she said. They say Earth cannot resist them, and that resistance is pointless. Ethan's lips pressed into a firm line. They speak from weakness and arrogance. We do not respond with words, we respond with action. Tell the fleet we are prepared. Let them see the truth for themselves. The crew worked quickly. Systems were brought online, shields raised, and weapons targeted. The Hurricane class hummed with power, ready to move at a moment's notice. Ethan stood at the helm, looking at Earth below. The blue planet seemed peaceful, fragile in the vast emptiness of space, yet it held something stronger than any weapon, the determination of its people. They think they can take us, Ethan said quietly. They think we are weak. Soon they will learn the final lesson. As the alien ships approached, the humans in orbit held their ground. Every system was ready, every crew member focused. This was the moment humanity had been preparing for. The calm of space was about to end, and with it, the galaxy would finally see what Earth could do. Lily Carter checked the targeting system one last time. Everything is ready, Commander, Jack Thompson grinned. Let's give them a show they won't forget. Ethan nodded. Prepare to deploy Hurricane class, show the galaxy that humans are not just survivors. We are warriors, thinkers, and defenders, and no one will ever underestimate us again. The station was silent for a moment, then a low hum filled the air. The Hurricane-class battleship, hidden until now, began to move. Its engines glowed softly, a promise of power and precision. As it came into view of the alien fleet, every sensor and scanner detected something impossible. A ship larger and stronger than anything the galaxy had ever seen. The aliens paused. For the first time, doubt entered their calculations. They had expected an easy victory, but Earth had something they could not understand: courage, intelligence, and the will to survive. Ethan Parker watched as the first alien scouts adjusted their course, unsure what to do. This is just the beginning, he said. They'll learn the lesson soon enough, and when they do, humanity will stand taller than ever before. Above the planet, the stars seemed to shine brighter. The calm of the night was over, replaced by anticipation, strategy, and the quiet confidence of humans who had finally prepared to show their strength. The alien fleet moved slowly through the solar system. They expected to find weak defenses, scattered ships, and an easy victory. But what they saw instead was something they had not counted on: the Hurricane-class battleship moving into orbit, its massive hull reflecting sunlight like a mountain of steel and fire. Its engines glowed faintly, a warning of the power it could unleash at any moment. Lieutenant Grace Miller studied the alien communications from her station. The aliens were confident, but now there was a trace of hesitation in their messages. They had seen the human ship, but they had no idea of its true strength. Grace relayed the information to Commander Ethan Parker. "They are unsure," she said. "They expected weak defenses. Now they are reconsidering their strategy." Ethan nodded slowly. "Good, let them think. Humans are strongest when the enemy underestimates them." He walked to the tactical map, watching the red dots of alien cruisers and battleships moving closer to Earth. "Jack, how soon can we show them our strength?" Jack Thompson checked the weapon systems. "All weapons are online. Shields are at maximum. The Hurricane class can fire in 3 minutes. That will give them enough time to get closer without noticing all our capabilities." Lily Carter, sitting at the sensor console, spoke up. "Commander, their formation is unusual. They are spreading out as if they expect to fight multiple opponents, but they have no idea how we move or strike. We can use that to our advantage." Ethan smiled. "Exactly. Let's teach them a lesson they will never forget." The first alien scout ships came within range. They were small, fast, and armed with laser weapons that could destroy satellites with ease. The humans did not panic. Grace Miller intercepted their signals and allowed Ethan to listen to their communications. The aliens were laughing, thinking they were about to take control of the solar system. "Commander, they are coming too close," Grace said. "Should we engage?" Ethan shook his head. "Not yet. Let them get comfortable. Let them think this is an easy fight. Then we show them what humans are capable of." The scout ships moved closer. Their weapons flashed across the dark space, aiming for satellites and minor defenses. The humans on the station held their breath, watching as the aliens made their first mistake. They underestimated the Hurricane class. With a sudden movement, the battleship activated its cloaking field and moved in front of the scouts. Its weapons, unseen until now, locked onto the enemy ships with precise accuracy. Jack Thompson pressed the firing sequence. "Targeting systems locked, weapons ready." Ethan's hand hovered over the control panel. "Fire when ready." The first volley hit. Alien scouts exploded in a flash of light, their ships torn apart before they could react. The aliens had no time to understand what had happened. The Hurricane class moved again, a shadow in space, striking faster than any enemy could track. Grace Miller watched the signals. "They're panicking. The alien fleet is confused. They don't know where the attacks are coming from." Ethan nodded. "That's exactly what we want. Confusion is a weapon as strong as any cannon." Lily Carter adjusted the energy distribution to the ship's weapons. "Commander, we can fire again in 5 seconds. Their formation is breaking." Ethan pressed the button. Another wave of fire struck the alien scouts. This time, larger ships were hit. Shields that the aliens thought were strong were shredded by human technology. Explosions lit up space, reflecting against the Hurricane class's hull like fireworks. "Jack, how many are left?" Ethan asked. "Too few to form a line," Jack replied. "They are scattering." Ethan's face was calm. "Good, let's keep it that way. Let them believe retreat is an option. They will learn soon enough that there is none." The alien commander, a tall, blue-skinned figure with glowing eyes, grew furious. They had never expected such precision and power from humans. "Attack harder," the alien ordered, speaking in a language Grace translated in real time. "Destroy the humans, they cannot win." Grace spoke quickly to Ethan. "Commander, they are ordering all ships to attack, but they are disorganized. They don't have a plan." Ethan smiled slightly. "Perfect. Disorganized enemies are easy enemies. Let's use their chaos against them." The Hurricane class moved swiftly, using its engines to dodge incoming fire while simultaneously targeting weak points in the alien formation. Each shot was calculated. Each movement was precise. Humans had spent decades preparing for this moment, and it showed in every action. Sophia Diaz monitored the energy systems, ensuring the weapons never overheated and shields remained strong. "We have power for sustained attacks," she reported. "Their weapons are bouncing off our shields." "Then we continue," Ethan said. "No hesitation, keep pressure on them." The alien fleet tried to regroup, sending their fastest ships in an attempt to flank the Hurricane class, but humans anticipated it. Jack and Lily worked together to create a counterpattern, moving the battleship into a position that allowed them to strike from 2 angles at once. The aliens had no choice but to scatter further, unable to predict where the attacks would come from next. Grace Miller intercepted another message. "Commander, they are trying to communicate. They want to negotiate, but their tone is angry. They cannot understand our strength." Ethan shook his head. "Let them talk. Words will not save them. Only action will." The battle continued for hours. The Hurricane class moved with a speed and precision that stunned the aliens. Every strike destroyed multiple ships, every maneuver avoided destruction. Humans on the station coordinated flawlessly, each crew member knowing exactly what to do. Ethan watched them, proud of their skill and courage. In the midst of the chaos, the alien commander realized their mistake. They are not like other species. They fight smarter, faster, and with more determination. We cannot predict them. But it was too late. Humans had already shown their strength. Every wave of attack from the aliens was met with a precise counter, every advance was repelled, and every attempt to intimidate was met with calm, controlled power. Jack Thompson laughed quietly. They thought we were weak. Look at them now, Lily smiled, her hands moving over the controls. They have no idea what's coming next. We've only just begun. Ethan looked out at the fleet. They were scattered, panicked, and unable to coordinate. Humans had turned what seemed like an impossible fight into a display of power and intelligence. "This is what it means to be human," he said softly. "We do not give up, we adapt, and we fight with our minds as much as our weapons." The aliens tried one last attack, sending their largest ships directly toward Earth. The Hurricane class moved in front of them, a shield and sword at the same time. With careful precision, humans struck the alien fleet, destroying the lead ships and forcing the others to retreat. Explosions lit the black sky, reflecting off the Hurricane class like the glow of a storm. Grace Miller spoke softly. "They are falling back. The alien fleet is retreating." Ethan allowed himself a small smile. "Good. Let them learn that humans do not surrender, that Earth is not a prize to be taken, that we are a force they cannot ignore." Lily Carter adjusted the ship's position, scanning the remaining alien vessels. "Commander, sensors show they are leaving the system. They will not return for a long time." Jack Thompson leaned back in his chair, exhausted but smiling. "I have to admit that was incredible. I never thought I'd see humans fight like this." Ethan nodded. "Neither did they. And that is the point. They underestimated us, and we showed them the truth." Sophia Diaz monitored the energy systems, making sure the ship remained ready. "We are at full power, Commander. The Hurricane class is ready for anything." Ethan looked down at Earth, peaceful and glowing in the distance. "They will remember this day," he said. "The galaxy will know that humans are not to be taken lightly, and we will be ready if they return." Grace Miller smiled. "Commander, the message they sent earlier, they are asking why we fought with such strength. I can reply if you want." Ethan shook his head. "No, let them think about it themselves. The lesson is already taught. Words are not needed." The crew of the station and the Hurricane-class battleship took a moment to breathe. The first real battle had been won, and humans had shown their skill, courage, and intelligence. But Ethan knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was vast, and there would be other challenges. Yet for the first time, humans had proven that they could face any enemy and survive. Jack Thompson stretched and said, "So what now, Commander? Do we wait for them to come back?" Ethan shook his head. "No, we prepare. We improve, we make sure that if they return, they face even more than they saw today. Humanity is clever, strong, and united, and the Hurricane class is only the beginning." Lily Carter leaned back in her chair, tired but proud. "Then let's get ready for the next lesson. The galaxy needs to understand humans completely." Ethan looked at his crew, each of them skilled, intelligent, and brave. "Exactly. And when the time comes, we will remind them again, not with words, not with fear, but with action. That is how humans fight. That is how Earth defends itself, and that is how the galaxy will finally respect us." Above the planet, the stars shone brightly, reflecting the power and courage of humanity. The Hurricane class rested in orbit, ready for the next challenge. The first battle had been won, but the war of reputation and survival had only just begun. And humanity had already begun to teach the galaxy a lesson it would never forget. The solar system had quieted after the first clash, but the calm was only temporary. The alien fleet that had attacked was scattered, but they would return. Ethan Parker knew it. Humans had shown their strength, but there were still many ships out there, many commanders who would not forgive defeat. Ethan stood in the command room of the Hurricane-class battleship. The blue and green planet of Earth glowed below, peaceful and unaware of the danger above. Around him, the crew worked quietly but efficiently, preparing for the next attack. Every system was checked, every weapon calibrated, and every sensor ready. Humans did not waste time. They learned quickly, acted decisively, and adapted. Jack Thompson was at the weapons console, scanning for energy readings. Commander, the aliens are gathering. Sensors show multiple fleets approaching. They're larger than before and better organized. Ethan's jaw tightened. Good, that means they think they can win. That is their mistake. Lily Carter monitored the shield systems. All defenses are holding. We are ready for them, Commander, but they will be coming with everything they have. This won't be easy. Ethan nodded. Nothing worth winning is ever easy. Let's show them what humans can do when their backs are against the wall. The first wave arrived quickly. Alien ships moved with speed and precision, firing their weapons as they approached. Humans on the station and the Hurricane class remained calm. They had already faced these enemies once, and now they knew their tactics. Grace Miller intercepted communications. Commander, they are coordinating better this time. They are no longer scattered. They are forming a battle line and advancing directly toward Earth. Ethan studied the tactical map. Red dots moved in formation, faster and more carefully than before. Good, he said. We fight smart, not just with strength. Jack, prepare a counterstrike. Lily, make sure shields are fully optimized. Sophia Diaz worked at the power console. All systems are running at maximum. Weapons, shields, engines, everything is ready. Ethan took a deep breath. Then let them come. It is time humans fight not just to defend, but to prove we are more than any alien fleet expects. The alien fleet fired first, a volley of energy beams aimed at the Hurricane class. The massive ship moved with agility that surprised the attackers. Shields absorbed the blasts, deflecting most, while energy feedback sent small pulses back at the enemy. The aliens had not expected such precision or speed from a ship of this size. Jack Thompson grinned. They thought they were fast. They have no idea what humans can do. Lily smiled. They think this is just a battleship. They don't see the mind behind it. Ethan gave the order. Return fire, target the lead ships first, then move to the rest. Focus on accuracy, not just destruction. The Hurricane class fired, its weapons striking with precision. Alien cruisers exploded in waves of fire and metal, their formation beginning to falter. Humans had learned from the first battle. They knew the enemy's weaknesses, and they struck exactly where it hurt most. Grace Miller watched the communications. Commander, the alien fleet is confused. They are trying to change tactics, but they are too slow. Humans are already adapting faster than they can react. Ethan nodded. Good, keep the pressure on. We cannot give them time to recover. The aliens tried to flank the Hurricane class, sending fast ships around the sides. But the humans anticipated it. Jack and Lily coordinated the ship's movements, using the engines to pivot and strike from unexpected angles. Alien ships were destroyed before they could reach striking distance. Every human maneuver was precise, every counterattack calculated. Sophia Diaz monitored the power flow. Weapons are holding, shields are stable. We can keep this up for hours if needed. Ethan's eyes scanned the battle map. We will keep this up until they understand the lesson. Humans are not to be underestimated. Earth is not weak, and we will not surrender. The alien commander, a tall figure with glowing blue skin, became frustrated. They had faced many species before, but none had moved and fought like humans. They had assumed Earth's defenses were primitive, slow, and easy to destroy. They had been wrong. Grace translated the aliens' message. They are demanding a ceasefire. They say our strength is impossible and that further attacks will destroy their entire fleet. Ethan shook his head. No, we do not stop, not until they understand. Words are meaningless. Action is what teaches respect. The Hurricane class continued its assault. Humans moved like a single organism, every crew member aware of the others. Weapons fired, shields adjusted, engines maneuvered. The aliens had no idea where the next strike would come from. Every human decision was faster, smarter, and more precise than any alien command. Jack Thompson laughed quietly. They thought we were just a planet with a few ships. Now they see we are more than that. Lily Carter nodded. And they are only beginning to understand. Humanity fights with its mind as much as its strength. The battle grew more intense. Alien energy beams collided with human shields, causing flashes of light and thunderous vibrations. Explosions shook the space around the Hurricane class, but humans remained steady. Ethan Parker gave orders with calm authority. Move to flank position, he said. Target the largest cruisers first. Do not waste energy on ships that cannot be destroyed immediately. Jack and Lily executed the commands flawlessly. Alien ships exploded one by one, their formation breaking apart. The Hurricane class moved with precision, a storm of fire and metal. Humans had learned from the first engagement, and this time they were unstoppable. Grace Miller intercepted alien communications. "Commander, they are trying to retreat, but they are panicked. Many ships are already damaged, and some have stopped responding entirely." Ethan's lips pressed into a thin line. "Good, but do not let them leave entirely. Push them further. Make them understand the cost of underestimating humans." Sophia Diaz adjusted the weapons, preparing for a final strike. "Commander, we have full power available for one concentrated attack. It will destroy half their remaining fleet if targeted properly." Ethan nodded. "Do it. Target their command ships. The rest will follow." The Hurricane class unleashed a concentrated wave of energy. Alien command ships were destroyed in seconds. The remaining vessels tried to flee, but the humans' precision strikes followed them relentlessly. Explosions lit up space, reflecting against the massive hull of the Hurricane class, which moved like a shadow through the chaos. Jack Thompson shouted in excitement. "They didn't expect this. They didn't know humans could fight like this." Lily smiled. "They will never underestimate us again." Ethan stood on the bridge, looking out at the battlefield. The aliens were retreating in disarray. Humans had proven their strength, their courage, and their intelligence. The Hurricane class had become a symbol of what Earth could do, a massive, precise, and unstoppable force. Grace Miller relayed the aliens' final messages. "Commander, they are sending a warning to their allies. They say no planet should fight humans without being prepared for total defeat." Ethan nodded. "Good. That is the lesson we wanted them to learn. Humans are not weak, Earth is not weak, and any who challenge us will see the same result." The battle slowly ended. The Hurricane class remained in orbit, shields still active, weapons still ready. Humans had won, but Ethan knew the galaxy would continue to test them. Every victory was a warning, every strike a message. Jack Thompson leaned back, exhausted but proud. "I can't believe we did it. We actually defeated them." Lily Carter nodded. "We didn't just defeat them. We taught them to respect humans. That's more important than winning a battle." Sophia Diaz smiled. "And we are ready for the next one. If they come back, we'll be stronger, faster, and smarter." Ethan looked at his crew. "Exactly. We have proven today that humans are more than what the galaxy thinks. We fight not only with our weapons, but with our minds, our courage, and our determination. That is how Earth survives. That is how humans endure." Grace Miller spoke softly. "Commander, the aliens are still in retreat. They may try to regroup, but for now, we are safe." Ethan nodded, his eyes on Earth below. "Safe for now, but humans never wait. We prepare. We grow stronger, and the galaxy will continue to learn that Earth is not a world to take lightly." The stars shone above, indifferent to the battles below, yet reflecting the courage and power of humanity. The Hurricane class rested in orbit, a guardian of the planet and a symbol of human strength. The first major battle had been won, but Ethan knew the galaxy would never forget this day. "Prepare a report for the United Earth Council," Ethan said. "They need to know exactly what we did, how we fought, and how we won. The galaxy must understand that humans are not just survivors. We are warriors." Jack Thompson nodded. "Already done, Commander. The data is ready." Lily Carter smiled. "And I've already started analyzing what we can improve. If they return, we'll be even more prepared." Ethan looked at the crew, proud and determined. "That's why humans succeed. We learn, we adapt, and we never give up. Today, we have taught the galaxy a lesson it will never forget. But tomorrow, we prepare to teach it again." Grace Miller checked the last communications. "Commander, the aliens are still retreating, but they will spread the story. Every fleet in the sector will know what happened here." Ethan Parker nodded. "Good, let them know. Let everyone know that Earth is defended and humans will not be ignored. The Hurricane class is only the beginning, and the galaxy will remember humanity." The battle of the solar system had ended, but the war for respect and recognition in the galaxy had only begun. Humanity had won the first round, showing that cleverness, courage, and determination were as powerful as the strongest weapons. And the Hurricane class stood as proof that Earth would defend itself, no matter the cost. The alien fleet had retreated. Their ships disappeared into the black of space, leaving behind silence that was almost deafening. For the first time in decades, Earth's orbit was quiet. The Hurricane-class battleship drifted slowly above the planet, its engines humming softly, its shields still active, its weapons ready. Commander Ethan Parker stood on the bridge, staring down at Earth. The cities glowed peacefully below, unaware of how close they had come to destruction, unaware of the forces that had just protected them. He could feel pride and relief, but also a heavy weight. The war was far from over. The galaxy had seen humanity's strength, and some would not forgive it. Jack Thompson, tired but alert, spoke from the weapons console. "Commander, sensors show the aliens are retreating fast. They're heading to their own territory. They'll regroup, but they won't forget today." Ethan nodded slowly. "Good, that is the point. They will remember humans and they will think twice before attacking Earth again. But we cannot relax. Humans never do." Lily Carter sat at the sensor console, scanning the retreating fleet. "Commander, their losses are huge. They underestimated us completely. Even their largest ships are damaged beyond repair." Ethan's face was calm but determined. "That is what happens when anyone underestimates humanity, but we prepare for the next attack too. Today's victory does not mean tomorrow's safety." Grace Miller monitored communications, listening to the alien messages as they attempted to regroup. "Commander, they are sending warnings to other fleets. They are telling everyone that humans are stronger than expected, that Earth is dangerous." Ethan allowed a small smile. "Good, let them spread the word. Let the galaxy learn the lesson without us speaking a single word." Sophia Diaz, who had been monitoring the Hurricane-class's energy systems, spoke up. "All systems are stable. No damage to report. The ship is ready for any further engagement." Ethan walked over to the main viewport, watching the stars stretch out in every direction. The Hurricane class was powerful, yes, but it was more than just weapons and shields. It represented humanity's ingenuity, courage, and determination. No alien technology could match the human mind, the ability to adapt, and the will to survive. Jack Thompson leaned against the console. "Commander, do you think they'll ever come back?" Ethan shook his head. "Yes, they may return, others may try to challenge us. But that is fine. Humanity is not afraid of challenges. Every attack, every attempt to take us by surprise only makes us stronger." Lily Carter looked at him. "Commander, what about diplomacy? Should we reach out or let them fear us for now?" Ethan thought for a moment. "For now, let them fear us. Fear teaches respect faster than words ever could. When they see humans fight and survive, they will understand we are not a species to challenge lightly." Grace Miller checked her console. "Commander, Earth is receiving reports from colonies on the edges of the solar system. They heard the battle and witnessed the power of the Hurricane class. The message is spreading quickly." Ethan nodded. "Good. Let the colonies know they are safe. Let them see that humanity is strong, united, and capable of defending its home." The Hurricane class moved slowly in orbit, scanning the area for any signs of the retreating aliens. Every system remained active, ready for any new threat. Humans had fought well, but they knew that vigilance was the key to survival. Jack Thompson laughed softly. "Commander, I still can't believe it. We actually did it. We beat them, and they will remember it." Ethan smiled faintly. "Yes, but it is not just about winning. It is about proving something bigger. Humans are clever, adaptable, and brave. Earth will never be an easy target again." Sophia Diaz spoke up. "Commander, I've analyzed the battle data. Humans performed perfectly, but I see areas where we can improve. If they return with a larger fleet, we'll be ready to respond even faster." Ethan nodded. "Good, that is what we do. We learn, we adapt, and we improve. Humanity survives not because we are the strongest by default, but because we are willing to prepare, to think, and to act." The crew worked quietly, efficiently, and without complaint. Every person aboard the Hurricane class understood the stakes. Every system operator, engineer, and pilot knew that the safety of the planet depended on their skill and focus. They had learned from the first battle, applied that knowledge in the second, and had proven that humans could face overwhelming odds and still prevail. Grace Miller checked alien communications one more time. "Commander, the aliens are still trying to warn their allies. They are describing humans as unpredictable, dangerous, and clever. Every message emphasizes how much power Earth has shown today." Ethan allowed a satisfied nod. "Exactly. That is the lesson we wanted them to learn. Humanity is not a species to be ignored, underestimated, or dismissed." Jack Thompson leaned back in his chair, rubbing his eyes. "Commander, do you think the galaxy will ever accept humans as equals?" Ethan looked out at the stars, thoughtful. "They may not accept us easily. Some will fear us, some will respect us, and some will continue to challenge us. But that is fine. Humanity does not need approval. We only need survival and the freedom to protect our home." Lily Carter smiled. Then we have done more than survive today. We have made the galaxy think twice before challenging us again. Ethan nodded. Yes, and that is what matters. Humans are not just survivors. We are protectors, thinkers, and fighters, and today we reminded the galaxy of that. Sophia Diaz added, Commander, the Hurricane class performed flawlessly. Every system, every crew member, every strategy worked together. We are ready for anything the future brings. Ethan looked at the massive battleship surrounding Earth. It is more than just a ship. It is a symbol of humanity's courage, intelligence, and unity. The galaxy will not forget it. Grace Miller glanced at her console. Commander, colonies throughout the solar system are sending messages of gratitude. They are relieved and inspired. They now understand that humans are capable of defending not just Earth, but the entire system. Ethan allowed a small smile. That is the most important part. Humanity must protect itself, and we must be ready to inspire confidence in others when needed. Jack Thompson sighed in relief. Commander, it feels like the first real victory in a long time. The galaxy will remember this day. Ethan nodded. Yes, but remember, it is only the beginning. The galaxy is vast, and there will always be threats. Our job is to prepare, adapt, and defend. The Hurricane class is just the first step in ensuring humanity's survival and respect. Lily Carter leaned back in her chair, her eyes thoughtful. Commander, do you think humans will ever truly be accepted in the galaxy? Ethan looked out at the stars. Acceptance is not guaranteed, but respect is earned. Today, humans have earned respect. Tomorrow, we will continue to earn it, and the day will come when no one dares underestimate us again. Sophia Diaz checked her systems once more. Commander, all weapons, shields, and engines are operational. The Hurricane class is ready for any future engagement. Ethan placed a hand on the railing, looking down at Earth. Good. We will remain vigilant. We will continue to improve. And humanity will continue to grow stronger. No fleet, no species, and no force in the galaxy will take our home lightly. Grace Miller spoke softly. Commander, should we send a message to the rest of the galaxy? Ethan shook his head. No, let them learn from action, not words. Let the lessons we have shown today speak for themselves. Humans are not to be underestimated. Earth is not to be challenged. Jack Thompson leaned back, smiling tiredly. Then we wait, we prepare, and we make sure that if they return, they will face an even stronger humanity. Ethan nodded. Exactly, humans never stop. We adapt, we learn, we fight, and we survive. That is who we are. Lily Carter looked at the crew. Commander, the solar system is quiet now, but it feels like something has changed. Humans are no longer just a planet, we are a force. Ethan's eyes shone with determination. Yes, today we have proven it, and tomorrow we continue to prove it. The galaxy will remember Earth, it will remember humans, and it will never forget the Hurricane-class battleship that taught them a lesson they will never forget. The crew of the Hurricane-class looked at each other, proud and united. They had faced the galaxy's worst and survived. They had shown that humans could fight smarter, faster, and more courageously than any enemy could imagine. Ethan Parker took one last look at Earth, shining peacefully below. We have won the battle, but the war for respect and survival in the galaxy is just beginning, and humanity is ready for it, always ready. The Hurricane class moved gently in orbit, a silent guardian of the planet. The stars stretched endlessly around them, but humans no longer feared the darkness. They had faced it, fought through it, and emerged victorious. The galaxy had learned a lesson: never underestimate Earth and never underestimate humans. The first battle had been won. The aliens had retreated. But the real victory was something greater. Humanity had shown that courage, intelligence, and unity could overcome any force. And as the Hurricane class floated above the planet, ready for whatever came next, Ethan Parker knew one truth clearly. Humans were no longer a species to ignore. Humans were a force the galaxy would never forget.